Hey everyone, welcome back to Daily Downshift. I'm your host Nestor, and today I have some really exciting news that I want to share with you guys in regards to my Corvette C8 build. Now, just a few weeks ago, I actually found out that yes, my order was accepted. It got pushed to status 3000, and I have myself a TPW. For those that don't know, a TPW is Targeted Production Week for the vehicle. That's when it'll be built up in Bowling Green, Kentucky, and I'm really excited, honestly. So I'm not going to kind of go on a tangent here and talk about other stuff. First, I want to just mention the build week in case you guys are just curious about that. The build week is March 9th, which is fantastic because I live here in Canada and I thought that we were going to get the cars a lot later than our counterparts in America. So that's awesome news, and I want to get that out there right away. Later on in the video, what I'm also going to do is we're going to hop onto the configurator. I'm going to show you guys exactly what I built, every option, paint color, all that good stuff, and I'll show you guys also the final price tag of the vehicle. But I quickly just want to tell you guys a little bit of a backstory about how I got into this position of getting a very early build of the Corvette C8. So let's backtrack all the way over to July when the car was first revealed. Now that was a turning point for Corvette. I think the world kind of just stopped and stared for a little bit, and the car has obviously gotten worldwide attention, and so that kind of happened to me. I wasn't a big Corvette fan, same as my brother. For those that don't know, me and my brother both run this channel, and we're very much looking forward to getting the car, doing a lot of awesome mods to the vehicle, and showing you guys kind of our journey with the car. But that's neither here nor there. Basically, we were both never big fans of Corvette. We always thought they were awesome cars, but never something that was just like, wow, mind-blowing, right? But then this car came around, and at the price tag, I mean, come on, it's ridiculous. So July came, the car got revealed, and just a week after that, I started picking up the phone. I started calling different dealerships all around Ontario, which is the province that I live in here in Canada. And so after about 150 calls, I got a short list of about 4 or 3 dealerships, and I started kind of conducting business with them, talking with them, seeing what was up. And I asked 3 questions, and this is very important. I see a lot of people on forums not really asking dealers these questions, and they end up getting burnt in the long run. I saw this one guy who said he put a deposit down the same week that the car got revealed, and he's not going to be getting one until summer of 2021. Guys, you have to ask these questions. This is what I asked. I asked, how many allocations do you guys have for phase 1 of 2020? Because that is what every single dealership knows. Secondly, how many deposits do you have on that vehicle at your dealership? And number 3, if I were to put a deposit down right now, which number would I be on that list? So those are the 3 things I asked every single dealership, and big shout out to most of them because they were very honest and transparent with me and willing to really talk about the numbers and do business with me. But there were a few other ones. I'm not going to mention any names, but they were extremely sketchy. Like, they were doing things that were just not very morally correct, I'll say that, and there were a few other ones that just didn't want to tell me anything whatsoever, and that didn't really bother me because, hey, you're not going to be getting my business now or in the future, so I'm cool with that. So I ended up calling this one place. They had 8 allocations and they had 8 deposits, so every single car was already spoken for. But what I did was I found out that they did not have any other deposits down after the first 8, and I was wondering why, because every other dealership was taking unlimited amounts of deposits. Like, if you wanted to put a deposit down, they would take it, no questions asked, but obviously they wouldn't guarantee you a 2020. This place, they were being pretty respectful to their clients and basically saying, if we don't have a car for you, we're not gonna take your deposit, which is definitely admirable. And so I called this place and I basically said, listen guys, I want this car so badly, take my deposit please, I'll be number 9 on the list, and if someone drops out, I'll take anything. I don't care what it is, even if the car is delivered and the guy doesn't wanna take it, I'll take it, basically is what I said. And so fast forward into mid-December, and I get a call. At that time, I thought I was basically shit out of luck. I thought I didn't have a car, and if I did have one, I'd be getting one, further into July, August. He calls me, tells me that the number 8 guy pulled out and that if I wanted it, I could take it and I can build a car myself, and that's exactly what I did. The rest is history. Now, for being number 8 on the list, you'd think that my build week wouldn't be so early into March. I was expecting, because I was number 8 on the dealer's allotment, that I'd probably be, later, maybe like late April or May, but I think the reason why I actually got a very early build week is because I did not opt for the Z51 package. There's rumors going around here in Canada that people that get the Z51 package actually will have a delay on their vehicle arriving to their dealership, simply because the tires that they're getting on the Z51 are the summer performance tires, and I think there's some liability issues with GM, and they don't want to deliver, summer tires in February, March. It's going to be snowing outside, it's going to be -10, -15 degrees out here, and so I think they're going to be holding those up. And so the fact that I didn't get Z51 is great, because I'm going to be getting the all-season tires on mine, and there's going to be no issue whatsoever. Once it's built on the week of the 9th of March, all I have to do is wait for the quality control, which should, let's say it's about a week, 2 weeks, and then it's delivered right to me. So I'm expecting a mid to late March delivery, and worst case scenario, a very early April delivery. So I'm just honestly super excited about it. Let me know what you guys think of all that stuff. I'm obviously very excited to pump out content on the channel, take delivery of the car, start modding it, and really sculpting the car into a unique build. And that's kind of my goal here. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna switch over to the configurator, and I'm going to show you guys exactly how I built out the car, and you guys can let me know what you think of it, and also, of course, the final price tag. Everyone's got to see that, so let's do it. Alrighty, ladies and gents, here we are. So I went with the coupe, of course, not the convertible, because the convertible, it's too expensive for my liking, and the car also isn't even being produced until later on, so definitely delayed, and I do not want that. Next, let's go to the trims. We went for the 1LT package, but I was a little bit close to choosing 2LT, but then I found out that if you choose the 2LT package, you don't even get the GT2 seat standard. You have to pay an additional, I think it's about $1,500 for the GT2 seats. So because of that reason, I went for the 1LT and just said, screw it, I'm going to save my money on this. Now, the 2LT package doesn't really increase performance of the car or the luxury of the car. It's more about the technology of the car. The luxury, I would say, is more about the 3LT package. And so if I honestly had to choose kind of my dream car, I'd probably go for 3LT rather than 2LT, just because this is more about the luxury, and then the interior looks great when you choose 3LT. So we went with the 1LT package ultimately, and I know that it's 2020, but unfortunately Chevrolet wants me to manually fold my mirrors. Oh boy. Alrighty, let's move on to the colors here. I saw two colors in person, the Blade Silver Metallic and also the Sebring Orange Tinko. Both were phenomenal, and this was a really hard decision, but ultimately I did go for the orange, as I think it's a more flashier color, and I think it'll look great in different lighting conditions. So the one that I saw, the orange one, actually also had white seats, or I should say the Sky Cool Gray seats, and I loved the fact that this gray really breaks up the color of the interior really well, and so that is why I went for the Sky Cool Gray seats. And additionally, I will be placing the orange seatbelt later on as well, but that's not on this page right here. But I did see the orange seatbelt, Sky Cool Gray seat, and the orange paint color all together on a build, and it was phenomenal, and I absolutely fell in love, and that's what I'm gonna be doing for this vehicle right here. Next up, for the Z51 package, we did not opt for it. I decided to save my money, since I'm not going to be tracking the vehicle all that much, maybe once a year, twice a year, so I thought it really wouldn't make sense for me. And what we're going to be doing instead of the Z51 package is actually applying the performance exhaust. This gives you two different modes for the exhaust, one with open valves and one with closed valves, and I think this is definitely an option that everybody should get on the vehicle, especially if you're not getting the Z51 package. I was really considering getting these rims right here, but these are LPO, meaning that the dealer installs them, and I would have two sets of rims. The reason why I ultimately did not go for these rims right here, and I'm just going to be keeping the stock ones and later on upgrading to aftermarket, is because these ones are not concave. They're just flat rims, and honestly, I'm not the biggest fan of them on this vehicle. Overall, I think GM didn't do the greatest of jobs on selecting rims. I think they could have done a lot better, but it is a base model, so I guess that's kind of understandable. We also went for, and I know guys, this is probably going to be the most controversial thing on my entire build, we did go for the yellow painted brake calipers. Now, I know what you're thinking at first. Yellow with orange, what kind of clown car are you going to be driving? But wait until I show you this video right now on screen. Now, this was a video that I saw a few months ago, and as soon as I saw the orange paint with the yellow calipers, I fell in love. I think that it's going to look fantastic, especially with black rims. And I think the rims are going to do a good job of covering up most of the caliper. So it's just going to be a very small, slight accent. And so, you know, that's my personal taste. You're either going to love it or you're going to hate it, but ultimately that's fine as it is my build. So moving on here, we also were close to getting the high wing spoiler in carbon flash metallic. I love the way that it looks from the front and also the side. This profile right here looks so good. Like, this profile of the car is amazing, and I think this is a supercar. This looks like a $300,000 car from this angle, but I saw some videos and pictures from the back end, and the 4-post design just does not look good whatsoever. And so I will be going with an aftermarket wing with only 2 posts instead of 4. Finally, let's go on over and add on the orange seatbelts. And I think that might conclude our build, ladies and gentlemen. We got the orange paint with the yellow calipers, the sky cool gray seats, we got the orange seatbelt and the performance exhaust, and oh my goodness, I just realized that I still have the high wing spoiler. We're not going to be getting the high wing spoiler. So that is kind of what our car looks like right there, guys, and there is the grand total. $63,175 US, and because I am Canadian, I am paying in Canadian dollars, and so that translates to about $74,000 Canadian at an exchange rate of 1.16, which is what Chevy is offering, which is honestly fantastic because it means we are getting a little bit of a discount on the vehicle. So yeah, it's not the prettiest of cars as soon as it gets delivered to the dealership. Obviously it looks amazing and it's going to be flashy, but I think that I really need to slap on some black rims, some black concave rims, a nice wing on the car, and, you know, tint out the windows, maybe put on some lips and rocker panels, all that kind of stuff before it really starts to look what I want it to look like. So yeah, guys, that is the video. Thank you all so much for watching. Let me know what you think of not only my build tweaks, you know, the price of the car, but also the build. I'd love to know what you guys think of it. And of course, let me know what you guys are getting in the comments down below if you do have a car on order. Thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed, definitely drop a like, subscribe for more daily Corvette, CA, and automotive content, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.